season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Football with the run. Breaks into the open. Got the first down. Looking for more. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch, and they finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes so that running back can get through, make the big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
And the Hurricanes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The give to the left. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
He'll pull it down and run. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. The gift to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Steps away to find some room. He'll get rid of it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down, and likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Running behind that left side. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. And if you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Caught in the backfield, it's Adams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll toss it to the left. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I'm loving this offense mixing the toss plays in their game plan. And what these tosses are going to do, it's going to set up a play-action opportunity where they can fake the toss and try to take a shot downfield.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. First and 10 from the 50. Dropping back, it's Russell. Flips it out in the flat. At the 40, there he goes. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest. And you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. They'll try the left side. Across the 25. Turning it on. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll give it to the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got him downfield. Turns it on in midfield. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
How nice is it as a quarterback that you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. Give to the running back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Yeah, big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
Finds a man on the left. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. And they did not secure the football. It bounces out of bounds. It is a touchback and a turnover. The Canes have it with a 1st and goal. Might be calling a hot route. Here we go. They'll run it. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Just hammering with this running back again, and he knows it's his way into the end zone.
Big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Running it to the right. Finds a little space. There he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Scanning the field, it's Russell. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They go to the ground. Slithers into space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. On the move, he fires. The short hands, it's Adams. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Berry. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown time! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 5 clash today. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Clemson. We'll keep you posted on things until the clock hits zeros in a game that, for now anyway, has been very revealing.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They take over late in the half, and a put together a drive. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Finds some fresh air. So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch
Breaks into the open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bama!
One thing this team has shown earlier this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He might want another play. They'll start this drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Lofton. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football, great gain, great job by the offensive line, keep it rolling.
Looking to throw on first down, fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down coming up. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lofton. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? To the air on first down. Finds a tight end. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Tight end now in motion. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Finds his man. It's Farmer. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards and stop that clock.
The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. No good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Hurricanes will kick it away to start the second half. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too.
Oh, he's got some space. The 30, running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Alabama! Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
And they're able to get him down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Canes come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Snagged in the middle. It's Hooks. Still on his feet at the 45. Wide open spaces. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. comes that Alabama offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Russell. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Picked off, what a play to set him up. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Canes.
And how great is it to see the most athletic position on the field doing work, showing he could be a running back, showing he could be a wide receiver. I mean, what else can't a defensive lineman do? What an athlete.
They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. Using the quick game. He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to impose their will with the run. Makes one man miss. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Here they're trying to get it to the edge. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Looking for a man. It's Russell. Gets it to him on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll try to get the edge on the left. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Try to get it to the edge. Makes it past the marker. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
This play works for one reason. You toss the ball quickly to the left, receivers have to block. Once that running back gets on the perimeter, you're going nowhere if those receivers aren't committed to getting on those DBs, locking on them, running their feet. That's not their first priority. I know they're going to catch the ball more than they're going to block. Nice job blocking on that toss.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
The Canes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got him in the flat. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
And the Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Lofton. And he's brought down after a nice game. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Here comes the offense on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Here comes the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
The Hurricanes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Pocket breaking down. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
Just drives it between the uprights. That slices the lead to 2. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. UNLV looks like the best show on the Vegas Strip right now. What a dazzling offensive showcase. They're up 14 over Akron. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll try the run. Can't get him to the ground. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he can really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Here's the pressure. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Punt is in the air. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
And the Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the Canes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Moore. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. Trying to get the corner. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. So can the defense get one more stop, one more time, and hold on to this lead? On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Miami! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
This is an impressive run by this squad, man. Getting down big and everything looking bleak, but to be able to believe in themselves, to play one play at a time, dig their way back. Oh, they've come all the way back against a good team, and now they got the lead.
It's really been impressive, David. I think that was the question coming into this game. People wanted to know, are they for real, or are they just a bunch of front runners? They got down early, but they never quit. Their playmakers have stepped up. They've done what is necessary, and they've executed at a high level. And all of a sudden, down multiple touchdowns, here they are making a statement with the lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. They'll try to get outside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And here's the thing, the strategy. You want to run the ball because, yes, you want to score and you want to win, but you don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for their offense to get another opportunity. So that's a bit of the gamesmanship going on right now. And I think you're seeing that with their offensive coordinator and his choice in play calling.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. looking for a big play to convert on third down. To the air, it's Russell. Got it in the middle, it's Edwards. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
They'll try the right side. Got enough for the first down. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Got it behind the line. It's Hale. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. To the air, it's Russell. Dumps it off in the flats. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
But you talk about finishing games with a purpose, with a plan. Executed to perfection, taking almost all of the clock, executing brilliantly down the stretch of this football game, making plays, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Got his man on the right. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And what a way to end it with what is likely the game winner in the final seconds. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Gilbert. And that is how we will wrap this one up. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.